What is going on, guys? It is your boy the Pad Goat Gaming coming at you again with another video. And today, guys, I might have created a monster. I was trying this list on my series Cooking or Cooked on this channel, where I tried different strategies with some of the strongest leaders in the game, and I've played 4 ranked games with this list, and we are 4-0, guys. We are running through people, and we played against some of the best decks. We're playing against Shanks, we're playing against Luffy, we're playing against Boa, and we played against the Mirror, and we completely ran through all of them. Such good games, so you're going to be able to see all of those in today's video. But really, with this list, we're running the Hannibal to get access to some of the best cards in Impel Down, such as the Magellan, the Hell's Judgment, and the Domino. And then we added the Sadie as just the 2K. But seeing these cards consistently with the Hannibal Searcher is so good, guys. And the 2-drop blocker is like so inconspicuous, but it is so good in this list. Like for 2 Dawn, you're able to put up a wall against your opponent, and a lot of the times, like, they're trying to go for game and swing big numbers at you, and this 2-drop searchable blocker is so good. And besides that, guys, we're running generic Straw Hat stuff. Like, we've all seen these cards before. I don't really need to explain much about them. But with that being said, guys, I think this deck is fucking nasty. I kind of made it as like just not a meme, but just a chance that maybe it could be good, and it's honestly ran through everything. So I hope you enjoyed today's games, guys. These are all ranked. I'm at 1,500 million berries, so I'm playing against good players. These aren't like trash bags. We're playing against some really solid guys. So I hope you guys enjoy. I think this list has a lot of potential, and being able to consistently find these Magellans, the Hell's Judgments, and the 2-drop blockers makes the deck very consistent and very strong. So with that being said, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're on the way to 300 subs now. Holy shit. On the way to 300 subs. So everything, all the support is greatly appreciated, guys. So thank you so much. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. Okay, guys, so getting right into game number 1 here, we're going up against Silver Broom, the Shanks player. And we are going first, it looks like. So that's not what we want to see with... Oh, no, we're going second. Okay, yeah, that is what we want to see with this deck. We want to be going second so we can play that Magellan on curve on turn 2. Here, we're going to search with the Hannibal and not find the Magellan, guys. So a fucking awful start. Honestly, we run this list, and we don't break often because we have a good amount of searchable cards. And not seeing the Magellan or a blocker or a 2K or the Hell's Judgment feels really bad. But we get rewarded here. The karma comes back in our favor, and we trigger the Gum Jet Gatling off of life, and that's going to be able to ramp us a Dawn. So that is very strong in this deck, because it kind of acts like Luffy ability, like, except we're not taking the life. We get the life for free, and then we get the Dawn for free. So here on our 5 Dawn turn, we're going to go ahead and use the Luffy ability. Just trying to find that Magellan, guys. I wanted to see the Magellan off of life. We did not see it, so we're going to go ahead and swing 7 here, and then play down our 4-drop Zorojuro and get a search off of him. That card is so good. That card is so fucking good. Makes the deck very consistent and is a 6K body. So here we search off the sword, and there's all our Magellans and all our Hell's Judgments. I was like, God fucking damn it, man. But we do find the Sangoro, still a very good card to search off the Zorojuro. So not looking too bad here. Here he's going to play the Yasop, swing at us for 6. We're going to go ahead and counter out of that with the 2K. And here, guys, because of the Gum Jet Gatling trigger, we're going to be at 9 Dawn with our Luffy ability. And you know what that means. Charlotte Linlin is coming down. Yasop's such a good target for this card. Like, there's not a lot of targets against Shanks when you're playing the Charlotte Linlin. Like, you can't hit the Beckmans. You can't hit the Shanks, obviously. You can't hit the Rayleighs. So, and Yasop's just about the best target we could hope for with the Linlin. We're not going to be able to swing at his face this turn because he has the Yasop up. But we are able to clear his board, and we start establishing our board and really get a good lead here and also gain a life. So we go up to 3, he goes up to 5, but we are establishing our board nice and quick, guys. And next turn, we're going to be able to 9-drop Luffy. We have a bunch of defense in hand. We have the 2 Gum Giants, a 2K, the blocker, and the Hell's Judgment. So we're looking pretty good here, guys. He has no board established. He can Beckman our Zorojuro, but that's fine. Like, you just have to live with it at this point when you're playing against Shanks. So here he doesn't Beckman, actually. He uses 1 Dawn to swing with leader. We're going to go ahead and 2K out of that. And he has 6 Dawn left. So let's see what he decides to do with it. He's thinking pretty hard here, guys. Let's see what he is going to do. Maybe play down like one of the blockers. maybe swing with Uta and get us down to 2 life. He could put all his down on Uta. He's going to play the new 5-drop Luffy. He's going to go ahead and swing 6, actually 7 with the Luffy ability, and then 8 with the Luffy ability. So he's going to hit us down there. That's why we countered out of the first attack, just because we knew something like that might happen. Now, Shanks has been running that card a little bit more, I've noticed, but here we're going to go ahead and clear the Luffy. And once again, guys, we are establishing a badass board. And that is really what you do with this deck. You establish your board and then you defend, because they're not, like, they don't want to clear your board. They kind of try to go face. And if they try to go face eventually and we're able to defend out of it, eventually our board is going to overwhelm them. So here we're going to swing 6 at face. He's going to go ahead and use Shanks' ability and counter out of it with the Uta. We're going to go ahead and swing another 6, see if he has any 2Ks. And then we're going to go ahead and drop the 9-drop Luffy on his face, boys. So yeah, we swing 6. He's going to go ahead and take that. He might have 2Ks in hand, like maybe he just wanted to take that life because he's so healthy. And we get him down to 3 life here with the Luffy swing. Once again, guys, look at our board. The Zoro, the Charlotte Linlin, and the Luffy. And at this point, like, we don't care if he Beckmans our Zoro. We do not care at all. Our board is already super, super strong. And Shanks can have a hard time dealing with the big drops like Linlin and the Luffy, especially if we put some blockers in front of it. Because next turn we can expect the Shanks. We can expect the Shanks, and that's all he's going to do. And the 2-drop blockers kind of negate the Shanks, like the 12k swing. So we give him 1 card, and that's it. Like, the 12k swing does not matter that much. So here he leaves 7 Dawn up, and he's going to go ahead and Beckman our Zoro. That was inevitable. Like, we could have seen that coming from a mile away. So here, we don't have the strongest of plays, but we do have a lot of defense, and honestly, the Sangoro is not a bad draw off the top. We're going to go ahead and swing with our 9k Linlin here, see what he does, just trying to gauge how much counter he has in hand, and see how much he wants to give us. If not, he's going to go down to 1 life here with the 9k and the 10k swing. So yeah, he takes the first one, then we're going to swing 10 with our Luffy, and he takes the second one. It goes down to 1 life, and here we have... So we have a couple of options. We can play the Sangoro and leave a bunch of defense up, and I think that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Or we can play the Sangoro, play down the Domino, because we know the 10 drop's coming, guys. We know the 10 drop's coming, and he's going to try to remove one of our big drops with it. So here we're going to swing 6. He's going to counter out of that. We're going to play the Sangoro, play the Domino, and then leave 2 Dawn up. So here the thought process is, we know he's going to play the 10 drop. We're going to block it with the Domino, and then we're going to Hell's Judgment, the Beckman attack, and the Shanks attack. And we're going to get a very valuable turn out of that. And the next turn we're set up to pressure him super, super hard. And then the next turn after that, we can go for game likely, because he's going to have to give us a lot of cards in hand in order to stay alive here. So let's see if the 10 drop Shanks is coming down. I think he probably had it in hand. Like, I would not be surprised if I'd be very surprised if he did not have it, because they always have it, guys. They always fucking have it, especially because he's seen Uta searchers. But if he does play it, he knows we can just domino the attack, and we get our whole board that stays on board. So let's see what he decides to do. But really, like, Shanks doesn't have a lot of good options after, like, his 10 Dawn turns. Like, sure, he can Beckman us, and here we see the 7k swing, and that is exactly what we want to see, guys. We're gonna go ahead and Hell's Judgment out of it, minus 3k, and that kind of deters his whole turn. Like, he's not going to be able to take a life off of us unless he attaches a bunch of Dawn to his leader and swings. And here he swings for a 5k, like wasting 3 Dawn, and we're completely fine with that. We just give him a 2k. Here he's going to go ahead and snake our Luffy, and then Divine Departure the Luffy. Completely fine with us. More counter out of his hand. We are feeling very good about that. And here with the Sangoro, we're going to go ahead and swing with it first, see what we draw off of the effect. Not what we want to see. We do not want to see another Zoro Juro. But it's fine, still fine here. We have 2 Gum Gum Giants in hand to discard them to. So I'm not too mad about that. We're going to go ahead and swing another 9 at the leader and see if he gives us a bunch of cards or it goes down to 0. So he's going to give us 3 2Ks out of his hand. That is why we did not go for game this turn, guys, just because we knew he probably had a bunch of defense in hand. And here we're just trying to think of how much Dawn to leave up. So we want to play down the Zoro Juro and get a search off of it, and maybe find another Gum Gum Giant or a 2k, just something better than a dead card in hand. And then the Zoro will make sure that we can go for game next turn. So here we're going to play down the Zoro. We find a 0-cost Gum Gum Jet Gatling, exactly what we want to see off of it. So very good search off of the Zoro, and we're set up to win here, guys. Like, honestly, there's no universe where he wins this game, and we kind of blow Shanks out of the water. Like, usually when I'm playing against Shanks, we it's a very close game no matter what. But here we kind of fuck them up, guys. So here, getting into game number 2, we're going against Monkey D. Luffy. So the mirror match here, guys. So very, very good test of the deck. Here we're going to go ahead and search the Hannibal, find the Magellan, and then search another Hannibal and find the 2-cost blocker. So good start for us. We know we're going to be able to play the Magellan on curve. And it's a strange matchup to play the Magellan in, just because he's able to ramp himself up at the same rate we are. But we do have the Magellans on board, and he does not want to swing into those, and we can swing into his board with no worry. So we're going to go ahead and attack for 5 into the leader. See if he takes it. He's going to go ahead and counter out, and then we're going to play down our Magellan. Don minus, Don minus. So we're looking pretty good here, guys. We have about the same board. He has the 4K Zoro, and we have the 5-cost Magellan. So looking pretty good. We're going to go ahead and counter out of the first attack and take the second attack from the Zoro. Then he's going to play down another Zoro. So this is what... It's a strange matchup to mirror, like, because we're both just playing 6K characters, and we're just going to see who can apply the most pressure and attack the right ways. So here we're going to swing 5 at face, and if he takes this, we're going to start swinging at his Zoro and try to get as many cards out of his hand as possible. Because at the end of the day, like, this matchup is a resource game, and whoever is able to manage the resources a little bit better is going to win the game 9 times out of 10. So here we're going to play down the Zoro. Really bad search, honestly. We did not want to see the Luffy Taro, but maybe it'll come up later in the game, because we'll be able to play it with the Zoro the next turn. Here we're going to leave 2 Don up for the Hell's Judgment, and then he 4-drop laws us, guys. I completely forgot about that card. I probably should have played around it, but that one really hurt. And at this point, I thought we were cooked. Like, I thought the game was fucking over. But we're going to go ahead and Hell's Judgment and give minus 3k to his 2 Zeros and completely counter all of his attacks there. So here we're sitting at 7 Don. We're about even in cards. He's 1 life up. So we're going to start swinging at his board. We're going to start trying to get his life, I mean, not his life, his hand down as low as possible. So we're going to be able to go for game at a later turn. So here he's going to give us a 2k, exactly what we want to see. And we want to play the Sangoro this turn just so we can start drawing cards. At least that's what I think I do. I think that would be the best play here. I'm going to go ahead and swing another 7 at the Zoro. See if we can get another 2k out of his hand. And yeah, now we're right about the same hand size, similar boards, very similar starts for our games here. And here on our 5 Don, we can either swing 6. We're going to go ahead and play the Zoro, see what we find. We find a Gum Gum Giant, and then we're going to go ahead and swing 5 at face. So here we leave the Gum Gum Giant up just in case he tries to put a lot of pressure on us. We're able to kind of deter him. Here he swings 6 at our Zoro. We're going to go ahead and counter out with the Sangoro. He's going to swing 5 at face. We're going to take that. And we Hell's Judgment, guys. So we get the awesome fucking trigger. He was at 8 Don, and he was about to ramp with his Luffy and then play down the 9-drop Luffy is what I'm guessing his plan was. But the Hell's Judgment trigger comes in so fucking clutch. And that is another reason to play this card. It can de-ramp your opponent. That 1 extra Don can change the entire fucking game. So here we're going to swing 6 at face. See if he has a 2k. And a little 2k check. A little 2k check goes a long way, guys. Always 2k check your opponent, because it can tell you a lot about what their hand is. So here he's going to go ahead and take that first one. We're going to go ahead and swing another 6k into face. See if he has a 2k here. And there's the 2 1ks, boys. That is what we want to see. So we know he has no 2ks in hand at this point. So we're going to be swinging... I probably should have swung 6 there, but we want to play the 9-drop Luffy. We're going to swing another 6, and he probably has to take this life unless he uses an event card. Yeah, we're going to swing at the Zoro and make him give us a card. So here he Gum Gum Giants, discards the Charlotte Linlin, and then we're going to go ahead and play down the 9-drop Luffy, boys. Honestly, I think he should have kept that Charlotte Linlin in hand. He could have gained a life, removed one of our characters, and swung at our board with everything the next turn. But I don't know, maybe he has another one in hand. I'm not too sure. So we're going to go ahead and swing 10k at his Zoro and try to remove it. Let's see if he Gum Gum Giants again. And he does, guys. He gives us another Gum Gum Giant and another 1k. So the Gum Gum Giant is very strong, but he minused 4 Don that turn. He minused all 4 fucking Don that turn. So we're going to be sitting in a very good spot. And here we elect to take the life just because it gives us access to the Gum Gum Giant. And I think having the Gum Gum Giant available over the life is honestly a little bit more important. So here he's going to swing 7k. We're going to go ahead and counter out of that nice and easy. He's going to give us another 7k swing, and we're going to Gum Gum Giant off of the Gum Gum Giant effect, discard the Magellan, and draw 2 cards. And here, that is going to be game, boys. So we just counter out of this with our 2k and our 1k, and that's game. He can't do anything here. He can swing a 7 with his Luffy, and then we go down to 0, and he has no counter in hand. So yeah, very, very good game against the mirror there. And here, getting into game number 3, going against the Boa Hancock. So we searched the... I started the recording a little late, but we hand-you-balled and searched the Magellan. So very good start for us. That is what we want to see. And I'm not sure how many 3000 Worlds blue decks are running anymore. Like 3000 Worlds used to be a hard counter to Magellan, but I'm not sure people are running that card as consistently as they used to. But here he's going to go ahead and putting us, guys, and that felt fucking awful. But a lot of these games, I felt like our opponents have hit us with some very, very good cards, and we've just been able to outlast them. Like I thought I was cooked after that. I thought I was super, super cooked. And here we find another Magellan, guys. So we're going to be able to de-ramp the Boa twice. We're going to swing 7s at her, or 6s at her, see if she has any 2Ks. And go from there. Here we're going to swing another 7. He's going to go ahead and take that life. And then we de-ramp them again with the Magellan. So that is the power of this deck, guys. You're able to consistently... I'd say like 50% of the games you're able to see 2 Magellans, and that is what you want to see, especially against these types of control decks like Boa Hancock. Like Dawn is so important for them, and we're just going to be able to kind of control them in our own way. So here we're 4 to 4 cards in hand, but we do have a very nice board, and he just has like the pudding and the blocker. So here we're going to use a Zorojuro, search off of it, and find the Sangoro just for that extra card advantage later in the game. So here we're going to want to just swing some big numbers here. Swing 6 at the pudding, remove that, and then swing 7 and 7 with our Magellans, and leave 1 Dawn up for the Gum Gum Giant, just in case he wants to really put some pressure on us. Because he could put us to 0 here if he really wanted to, and we don't want to go to 0, guys. We do not want to go to 0 Dawn, or not 0 Dawn, 0 life. So by leaving the Gum Gum Giant up, we're looking really, really good. And there's the 3000 Worlds. He's going to be able to remove one of our Magellans without taking the -2 Dawn effect. And here he's going to swing at us for 8, and I think we Gum Gum Giant here, guys. I think it is nice. Oh, we do not. We choose to go down to 1 life. Very interesting choice by myself. I think we wanted to play the 9-drop Luffy on this turn. So let's see what we decide to do here. We're going to swing for 6, 2k, check him again. There's another 2k. This dude is running fucking 20 2ks, guys. Holy shit! Holy shit, I was losing my mind swinging these 6s, guys. He's countered out of like 10 6s I've thrown at him with so many 2Ks. Like, I don't know how many 2Ks he's seen in this fucking game. So we're going to swing 7 here because I do not want him to have another fucking 2K. And we're going to Luffy Taro and play the Sangoro. And look at our board, guys. This is what you want to fucking see with this deck. We have a good amount of defense in hand with the Gum Gum Giant. Like, Gum Gum Giant is in itself like a lot of defense. So yeah, we're in a pretty good spot here. And as long, like, he could Kaido maybe. He could play a Mihawk. He could play the 6-drop Boa and stop us from attacking. So here he's going to swing for 8. And this is where we use the Gum Gum Giant, guys. Perfect use. And he could have swung for bigger if we had not Magellan, guys. Like, he could have swung for 9, and we would have had to give him 2 cards there. But because of the Magellan effect, he was not able to swing as big as he would have been able to. So here we're at 9 Dawn, I think. He makes our Luffy not attack. But we have a lot of good attacks here, guys. And we have a lot of defense. And we draw another Gum Gum Jet Gatling. And we finally swing a 6 at him, and he takes it, guys. So we know his 2Ks are finally fucking gone. Holy shit. So we swing a 6. We're going to go ahead and swing a 7 here. And I think our plan is to play the Zorojuro, try to find another Gum Gum Giant, and then really set up to win the game next turn. Because I just don't think he has the blocker on board, so we're not going to win this turn. So we are pushing for a next turn win. So let's see what we decide to do here. We can swing another 7, swing a 5 with our leader maybe. We're going to play down the Zorojuro, see what we find. We find another 2k, so that's a perfect search off of the Zoro. And now we can swing a 7. And we want to play around like maybe having a Hell's Judgment in our life. So we're going to leave at least 3 Dawn up here. Actually, we leave 2 Dawn up because we don't have any Gum Gum Giants in hand. So the most we could see is the Hell's Judgment or a Gum Gum Giant. So we just need 2 Dawn for those 2 effects. So we leave 2 Dawn up, and we know that if he does not kill us this turn, we're going to be able to take the game next turn. Here he's going to swing 11, and that's not enough, guys. We have so much counter in hand. We're going to go ahead and Gum Gum Jet Gatling, discard the Luffy, and then give him a couple 2Ks. And that's going to be fucking game, guys. Awesome fucking game showing off this list. So with that being said, let's get right into the post game. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I think the list is really strong, actually. I think it offers a very nice playstyle and a wide spread of matchups. So let me know what you guys thought of the deck. I hope you enjoyed. And with that being said, I hope you have a good night. Drop a lotion. If you're here, drop a lotion in the comment section below to let me know that you made it to the end of the video. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day. See ya.